Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to if you are new. Today's video is going to be a little update on the double screen board. So I did a video a while ago. We've been slacking quite a bit on the YouTube video.
No, you have.
No, it's been cold and we've been doing a lot of bee work actually. I'm surprised this time of year. We always think it kind of dies down, but there was a minute there we were doing quite a bit. So we've just been doing a lot of feeding. I think we're done with feeding though. We're out of syrup and probably won't buy more just because it's gonna freeze and get cold and then we won't be able to feed again, so then it's just gonna be a waste of syrup. So we're calling it good, I think. We'll probably add some more fondant. We put fondant on all of the hives, all the doubles, singles, nukes, all of them. And I think these ones got fondant. I'm pretty sure they did. I fed one of them not that long ago. I feel like it might have been the bottom box. Maybe it was the top. I don't remember which one doesn't have a feeder. It might be the bottom, actually.
It is the bottom.
Yeah, it is. So anyways, we're going to do an update and just kind of show how they're looking. Last time I checked these, they looked really good, almost to the point where we thought about actually flipping them, which typically is not the point of a double screen board. But with these, it looked like we could do that. So we're just going to do an update. I think it's been on, you could go back and look on the videos because we posted it probably like the next day. So I think it's probably been a month or two, something like that. So let's just check to see how they're looking. If you don't know, I did a video a while back and it's basically just a double screen board. Yeah, we'll link it in this corner. I think it's that one. And so there's a colony in this bottom box, and then there's a double screen divider right here, and then another colony on top. So this top colony is weaker and they needed just a little bit of a boost, some help getting through winter, whatever it is. And whenever you have them on top of a strong colony like that, the heat rises into their box and just kind of helps them out a little bit. We did just on Sunday, I don't know what the date is, I think it's the 12th?
Yes, today's the 12th.
12th. On Sunday, it actually got, I don't know how cold it got. It was down in like the 15s or something like that. Did it get that cold?
Yeah, that would have been the 9th.
The 9th, yeah, it got pretty cold. And so far, all the bees are looking good and flying today. I think it's actually closer in the 60s today. So they're out flying. Here's that top box and how they're looking. So they weren't small enough that we wanted to just put them into a nuke, but they weren't big enough that they looked like good enough to go into winter as a single. So that's how we put them on as a double, or not a double, as a double screen board. I'm just gonna open them up here. Oh, these just got feed, looks like. That would have been yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. We fed these actually.
And so we're feeding 2 to 1, right?
We're feeding 2 to 1 because it's that time of year where we're just trying to get something on and something that's gonna really put some weight on fast. So we're doing 2 to 1 right now. So that's what that is. That's full of syrup right now because that was put on just yesterday. I don't know, we have been filling them up to the top. If we know we're gonna have a couple of warm days, we've been just filling them up and they've been taking it pretty quick actually. So it looks like they've already taken some of this, which is good. But I'm just curious how they're looking. Now I know some people don't get into their bees whenever it's past a certain time of year. For us, if we're above 50s, we'll get into them. Now like today, it's hot. Like it's a nice day.
It is.
Yeah, it's a warm day. So I'm not worried about how long I'm in these. But if it's like 50s or a little...
It says it's 68.
68?
Yeah.
It feels like it. If it's lower than that in the 50s, we won't be on them too long, but we'll still get in them just to check. But we always get into them for a reason. We're not just going to get into them to look at them. There's got to be a purpose whenever it's this time of year. Okay, so this looks good. This is a nice frame of food. It's not really drawn out on this side, and neither is this one here. So if this was just a normal single that I had, I would probably switch out that foundation with some drawn comb. But because it's on a double screen board, I'm not too worried about it. The only thing about feeding syrup this time of year is it can be a little bit tricky because sometimes we'll feed like some pollen sub or whatever just to get one more brood cycle. But this time of year, that's not our goal. We're not trying to get her to start laying again. We want to just get some more weight on them and make sure they have plenty of food. There were a few that we noticed that had started to lay and they had some couple-day-old larvae. That's not really what we were wanting. So this looks good. This is a nice food frame.
Let me see the other side. Oh yeah.
That looks good. That's nice and heavy, so that's good. There's not like a crazy ton, just a wild amount of bees, but they still, I think they've got plenty, especially because they're on that double screen board. So they look good. There was a time where we came in and looked at these just for fun. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks after we put them on the double screen, and they looked really good. They almost look better than that bottom box. They look like they've cut back a little bit now, but they still look good. Like, I'm not worried.
Good amount of coverage.
Yeah, I'm really not worried about them going into winter, not making it or anything. I mean, of course, there's always that possibility, but this looks good. So they've got this filled up. It looks like all the way to the outside here, they've got it filled. Now, I think I see a fondant actually on this bottom box. So let's just check that to see if they're eating it. They should be. I don't remember when we put it on. I'm just curious to see what that bottom box looks like and if they're eating that fondant. That's actually really heavy, so that's good. So that's where their entrance is. The entrances are going opposite directions. All right. So it almost feels like these ones just look a little bit smaller, but in the end, I think they end up being stronger. They probably do have more bees, and this is full. So you can see on these fondants, if you lay it down where the front is going down on the frames, you can see them as they're eating it out. So you can see right here, those bees are on it, and they're taking that fondant, so that's good.
Oh, smash that beetle.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, so it looks like they've probably got about half, maybe about half of that done. So that looks good. Again, we did think about almost swapping these. You could do that. That's not really the point, but if it comes down to that, we definitely can. I'm not going to check these ones just because I'm not worried about it, and they look good. I just really wanted to see if they were eating on that fondant or not, but everything looks good. I'm going to put this back. This is nice and heavy, actually.
That's good.
Now again, if this was just a normal single, I'll probably try to switch out some of these frames, make sure that they're just full of drawn comb, because they're not going to draw foundation out this time of year.
Even though we're some we could give them.
Yeah, we have some. That's what we've been doing a lot this week, is just checking again. We always do a couple of checks before winter, just making sure everybody looks good. The doubles, I think a lot of us think we're not too worried about it because they're a double. They should be good, but a lot of times this time of year they start to cut back quite a bit, and they'll end up having more space than they really need. So we'll condense those doubles down, and we've been doing that quite a bit this week, last week, just whenever we have warm days. Now, these ones don't have Reflectix on it. I think that was was that the last video?
Mm-hmm.
So we did a video on that a little while ago, and we're gonna put Reflectix on these probably in the next couple of days, either today or tomorrow, something like that. We'll probably put a Reflectix on them in all of these. Most of them have them on. There's just like, I think 2 yards that don't have them, so we'll also put those on. And I think that's really it. Everything looks good. So we're gonna close these up, and then I don't know if we'll actually end up getting into them again, but we might at some point, but I think that's really it. So that's kind of just the update on this double screen board. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of how they're looking after a month or so with it. They look great. I mean, if it was just the single by itself without the double screen, I'm sure there would be a pretty big difference, but I mean, we don't know right now. So I think that's it. So thanks for watching today's video. Follow along for more bee adventures, and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.